Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to our video. In this video, we want to discuss about 16th English tense, about how to master them. Learning English can never be separated from the tenses. In English itself, there are 16 English tenses. Therefore, for those of us who are not native English speakers, the 16 tenses of English can be difficult or confusing, and even tend to be scary for some people to understand. Belajar bahasa Inggris tidak pernah lepas dari yang namanya tenses. Dalam bahasa Inggris sendiri, terdiri 16 tenses. Oleh karena itu, bagi kita yang bukan penutur asli bahasa Inggris, memang ke-16 tenses ini menjadi hal yang sulit dan membingungkan. Bahkan cenderung menakutkan bagi sebagian orang karena susah untuk dipahami. Why so? The answer will be different for everyone. However, the common cause is the many rules and exceptions in English tenses. Tenses itself is a concept that describes the time of occurrence of a statement. There are 16 main English tenses that you can learn. Here is a summary of the 16 English tenses and tips for learning English to understand them better. Basically, to be able to master English, the main capital that we must master is to cover the problem of tenses. What is that? According to various sources, if we can master the tenses available in English, it means that we have mastered 60% of the ability to speak English. Mengapa begitu? Jawabannya akan berbeda bagi setiap orang. Namun, penyebab umumnya adalah banyaknya peraturan dan juga pengecualian dalam tenses bahasa Inggris. Tenses sendiri adalah sebuah konsep yang menerangkan waktu kejadian dari sebuah pernyataan. Terdapat 16 tenses bahasa Inggris utama yang bisa Anda pelajari. Berikut adalah rangkuman dari ke-16 tenses bahasa Inggris dan tips belajar bahasa Inggris untuk memahaminya lebih baik lagi. Pada dasarnya, untuk dapat menguasai bahasa Inggris, modal utama yang harus kita kuasai adalah mencangkup masalah tenses. Mengapa demikian? Menurut berbagai macam sumber, apabila kita dapat menguasai tenses yang tersedia di dalam ilmu bahasa Inggris, berarti kita sudah menguasai 60% kemampuan berbahasa Inggris. Interesting, right? After that, we need to develop the remaining 40% by studying other materials in English science. The reasons why we must be able to master tenses is because in English activities, such as speaking or writing, we will of course use tenses in its application so that other people understand what we mean and want to convey. In practice, when we don't use the formulas of English tenses in making a sentence structure, it is almost certain that we will be blamed for the sentence made. Therefore, understanding English tenses is very important because English tenses are the basis of learning English, which is important to have so that we can interact or understand sentences that people say both in conversation and in writing. Menarik bukan? Setelah itu, kita perlu mengembangkan 40% sisanya dengan belajar materi-materi lain dalam ilmu bahasa Inggris. Alasan mengapa kita harus bisa menguasai tenses adalah karena dalam aktivitas berbahasa Inggris seperti speaking atau writing, kita tentu akan menggunakan tenses dalam penerapan agar orang lain mengerti apa yang kita maksud dan hendak sampaikan. Pada penerapannya, ketika kita tidak menggunakan rumus dari tenses bahasa Inggris dalam membuat suatu susunan kalimat, hampir dapat dipastikan bahwa kita akan disalahkan atas kalimat-kalimat yang dibuat. Oleh karena itu, pemahaman akan tenses bahasa Inggris sangat penting, karena tenses bahasa Inggris merupakan dasar dari belajar bahasa Inggris yang penting dimiliki agar kita dapat berinteraksi ataupun memahami kalimat yang orang utarakan baik dalam percakapan maupun secara tertulis. Another advantage of mastering English tenses is that we can almost instantly understand all grammar or grammar in English. The reason is all the grammar that we learn in English is inseparable from the word order, which are all summaries in the 16 tenses available in English. They know you understand better, don't you think? Why English tenses are very important to learn? After reading the introduction above, you don't have to worry about English tenses anymore, for fear of confusion or lack of good understanding due to its complexity. Therefore, we will describe the 16 English tenses and will also help you learn the 16 English tenses. Keuntungan lain dari menguasai tenses bahasa Inggris adalah kita hampir dapat dipastikan dapat mengerti semua tata bahasa ataupun grammar yang ada di dalam bahasa Inggris. Pasalnya, semua tata bahasa yang kita pelajari di dalam bahasa Inggris itu tidak terlepas dari susunan kata, yang mana itu semua terangkum dalam 16 tenses yang tersedia dalam bahasa Inggris. Sampai di sini, Anda sudah lebih paham bukan alasan mengapa pentingnya belajar tenses bahasa Inggris? Setelah membaca pengantar di atas, Anda tidak perlu khawatir lagi soal tenses bahasa Inggris. Karena takut, kebingungan, ataupun kurang pemahaman yang baik akibat kerumitannya. Oleh karena itu, kami akan menjabarkan tentang 16 tenses bahasa Inggris dan juga akan membantu Anda dalam mempelajari 16 tenses bahasa Inggris tersebut. First, simple present tense. Basically, the simple present tense is one of the English tenses that is often used in the preparations of English sentences. The reason is, in its use, the simple present tense can function to state three, include scientific facts, habits or routines, as well as events that are happening at the present time. The English tenses formula used to form simple present tenses sentence is relatively simple, namely subject plus verb 1 or past or present form. Single word: always, every, never, normally, often, sometimes, usually, seldom, and etc. Pada dasarnya, simple present tense merupakan salah satu tenses bahasa Inggris yang sering digunakan dalam penyusunan kalimat bahasa Inggris. Pasalnya, simple present tense ini dalam penggunaannya dapat berfungsi untuk menyatakan fakta, termasuk juga fakta ilmiah, kebiasaan atau rutinitas, dan juga kejadian-kejadian yang terjadi pada saat sekarang ini. Adapun rumus tenses bahasa Inggris yang digunakan untuk membentuk kalimat simple present tense ini relatif sederhana, yaitu subjek ditambah verb 1 atau past present form dengan kata sinyal always, very, never, normally, often, sometimes, usually, seldom. Yang perlu diketahui adalah kata sinyal merupakan suatu kata yang menandakan bahwa kalimat tersebut merupakan kalimat dari sebuah tenses. The example, positive sentence, Mario works in a plumbing company. Negative sentence, Mario does not work very hard in the company. Interrogative sentence, does he work very hard in the company? Answer with yes he does or no he does not. The second is present continuous or progressive tense. In a sense, the present continuous tense, or what is often called the present progressive tense, is an English tense that is used to indicate an action or event that is happening when the conversation is taking place. In addition, the present continuous tense can also be used to make a plan or promise in the future. The English tenses formula used to form present continuous tense or present progressive tenses are subject plus am or is or are plus verb in or continuous form. Signal word: at the moment, just now, no, right now, listen, look. Dalam pengertiannya, present continuous tense atau seringkali disebut present progressive tense ini adalah tenses bahasa Inggris yang digunakan untuk menunjukkan sebuah tindakan atau kejadian yang sedang terjadi pada saat pembicaraan sedang berlangsung. Selain itu, present continuous tense ini pun juga digunakan untuk membuat suatu rencana atau janji di masa depan. Rumus tenses bahasa Inggris yang digunakan untuk membentuk kalimat present continuous tense or present progressive tense ini adalah subject ditambah am atau is atau are plus verb ing atau continuous form. Kata sinyalnya at the moment, just now, no, right now, listen, look. The example is positive sentence. He is playing computer game now. Negative sentence. He is not playing computer games now. Interrogative sentence. Is he playing computer games at the moment? Answer with yes he is or no he is not.
Third, present perfect tense. The present perfect tense can be said to be English tenses whose function is to show a result. The reason is this tense can be used to describe an activity or situation that has started in the past and has been completed in the past as well or is still continuing until now. Its essence, the present perfect tense serves to show an action that is still ongoing since it started or has just finished. The English tense formula used to form the present perfect tense is as follows: subject plus has or have plus verb to or past participle, signal words already, ever, just, never, not yet, so far, till now, up to now, and etc. Present perfect tense ini dapat dikatakan tenses bahasa Inggris yang fungsinya adalah untuk menunjukkan suatu hasil. Pasalnya, tense yang satu ini dapat digunakan untuk menjabarkan suatu aktivitas ataupun situasi yang telah dimulai di masa lalu dan telah selesai di masa lalu juga atau masih berlanjut sampai sekarang. Rumus tenses bahasa Inggris yang digunakan untuk membentuk kalimat present perfect tense adalah subject ditambah has or have ditambah verb 3 atau past participle dengan kata sinyal already, ever, just, never, not yet, so far, till now, and up to now. The example is positive sentence. He has already finished his homework. Negative sentence. He has not already finished his homework. Interrogative sentence. He has already finished his homework. Answer with yes, he has, or no, he has not. 4. Present perfect continuous tense. The present perfect continuous tense, or what is also often called the present perfect progressive tense, is one of the English tenses which in its use has a function to describe an action that has been completed in the past or to describe an action that is started in the past and is still continuing. Let's until now. Usually, the actions that are described in the formulation of sentences using the present perfect continuous tense have a certain duration of time and have relevance to current conditions. The English tenses formula used to form the present perfect continuous tense or present perfect progressive tense is as follows: subject plus has or have plus been plus verb in or continuous form, the signal word for the past 5 years, how long, the whole week, since, blah blah blah. Present perfect continuous tense atau yang juga sering disebut present perfect progressive tense adalah salah satu tenses bahasa Inggris yang pada penggunaannya memiliki fungsi untuk menjabarkan atau tindakan yang telah selesai di masa lampau atau juga bisa untuk menjabarkan suatu tindakan yang telah dimulai di masa lalu dan masih terus berlangsung hingga sekarang. Rumus tenses bahasa Inggris yang digunakan untuk membentuk kalimat present perfect continuous tense atau present perfect progressive tense adalah sebagai berikut: subject ditambah has or have ditambah been ditambah verb in atau continuous form dengan kata sinyal for the past 5 years, how long, the whole week, since, blah blah blah. The example is positive sentence. They have been waiting in the house since 2 p.m. Negative sentence. They have not been waiting in the house since 2 p.m. Interrogative sentence. Have they been waiting in the house since 2 p.m.? Answer with yes they have or no they have not. 5. Simple past tense. The simple past tense is the opposite of the simple present tense, which English tenses have a function to describe an event that has occurred in the past. The characteristic of these English tenses is that there is a clear time specifier or event time. So, when we want to make a past story, most sentences must compose using this English tense. English tenses formula used to form simple past tense sentences is as follows: subject plus verb to. The single word, yesterday, 2 minutes ago, in 1996, last Thursday, this morning, last night. Simple past tense ini adalah kebalikan dari simple present tense, yang mana tenses bahasa Inggris ini memiliki fungsi untuk menjabarkan suatu kejadian yang telah terjadi di masa lampau. Rumus tenses bahasa Inggris yang digunakan untuk membentuk kalimat simple past tense ini adalah sebagai berikut: subject ditambah verb to. Kata sinyal untuk rumus ini adalah yesterday, 2 minutes ago, in 1996, last Thursday, this morning, and last night. The example is positive sentence. He went to school this morning. Negative sentence. He did not go to school this morning. Interrogative sentence. Did he pay the bill yesterday? Answer with yes he did or no he did not. 6. Past continuous tense. This English tense is often used to describe that an event or action was happening at a certain time in the past. If we often read a story, there are usually two or more different events in the past and one event that is interesting the other. Now, the event that is being introduced, the past continuous tense, are also known as the past progressive tense. Past continuous tense merupakan tenses bahasa Inggris yang sering digunakan untuk menjabarkan bahwa suatu kejadian atau tindakan sedang terjadi pada waktu tertentu di masa lalu. The English tenses formula used to form past continuous or past progressive tenses sentences are as follows: subject plus was or were plus verb in or continuous form, and the single word when, while, as long as, at this time, yesterday. Rumus tenses bahasa Inggris yang digunakan untuk membentuk kalimat past continuous tense atau past progressive tense ini adalah sebagai berikut: subject ditambah was atau were ditambah verb in atau continuous form dengan kata sinyal when, while, as long as, at this time, yesterday. The example is positive sentence. He was doing his homework at this time yesterday. Negative sentence. He was not doing his homework at this time yesterday. Interrogative sentence. Was he doing his homework at this time yesterday? Answer with yes, he was, or no, he was not.
7. Past perfect tense. The past perfect tense is an English tense that is used to show an event that happened before a certain time in the past. Basically, the past perfect tense implies fact more than duration. So basically, the past perfect tense is used more to express that an action was completed in the past before other action occurred in the past as well. The English tense formula used to form the past perfect tense is as follows: subject plus had plus verb 3. Signal word before yesterday, till 3 days ago, already, until that day. Jadi intinya past perfect tenses ini pada penggunaannya lebih untuk menyatakan bahwa suatu tindakan telah selesai di masa lalu sebelum tindakan lainnya terjadi di masa lalu juga. Rumusnya subject plus had plus verb 3. Suatu kata yang menandakan bahwa kalimat tersebut merupakan kalimat past perfect tenses yaitu before yesterday, till 3 days ago, already, until that day. The example is positive sentence. My elder brother had eaten. Negative sentence. My elder brother hadn't eaten. Interrogative sentence. Had my older brother eaten? Answer with yes he had or no he had not. 8. Past perfect continuous tense. Just like the past perfect tense, the use of the past perfect continuous tense, or also known as the past perfect progressive tense, has the intention to express an action that occurred in the past and was completed at a certain point in the past as well. However, this English tense emphasizes more on on the duration of the incident. The English tense formula used to form the past perfect continuous tense or past perfect progressive tense is as follows: subject plus had plus been plus verb ing. Sinyal word for, since, the whole day, all day. Sama seperti past perfect tense, penggunaan past perfect continuous tense atau juga dikenal sebagai past perfect progressive tense ini memiliki maksud untuk mengungkapkan sebuah tindakan yang terjadi di masa lalu dan telah selesai pada suatu titik tertentu di masa lalu pula. Hanya saja tenses bahasa Inggris ini lebih menekankan pada durasi kejadian tersebut. Rumusnya subject plus had plus been plus verb ing. Suatu kata yang menandakan bahwa kalimat tersebut merupakan kalimat past perfect continuous tense yaitu for, since, the whole day, all day. The example is positive sentence. Leah had been playing before she finished her exam. Negative sentence. Leah had not been playing before she finished her exam. Interrogative sentence. Had Leah been playing before she finished her exam? Answer with yes she had or no she had not. 9. Simple future tense. Basically, this simple future tense is an English tense which has a function to describe an action in the future and cannot be influenced by other action. In addition, this simple future tense can also be used to make decisions or promise in the future spontaneously or a substance or prediction related to the future. The English tense formula used to form the simple future tense is as follows: subject plus will plus verb 1 or subject plus be plus going to plus verb 1. Sinyal word in a year, next, tomorrow, next week, 5 days later. Jadi, simple future tense ini adalah tenses bahasa Inggris yang memiliki fungsi untuk menjabarkan suatu tindakan di masa yang akan datang dan tidak dapat dipengaruhi oleh tindakan-tindakan yang lain. Selain itu, simple future tense ini juga bisa digunakan untuk membuat keputusan atau janji di masa depan secara spontan ataupun asumsi atau prediksi yang berhubungan dengan masa yang akan datang. Rumusnya subject plus will plus verb 1 atau subject plus be plus going to plus verb 1. Suatu kata yang menandakan bahwa kalimat tersebut merupakan simple future tense yaitu in a year, next, tomorrow, next week, or 5 days later. The example is positive sentence. I will call the police if they try to break into this building. Negative sentence. I won't call the police if they don't try to break into this building. Interrogative sentence. Will you call the police if they try to break into this building? Answer with yes I will or no I will not. Tense. Future continuous tense. Like other English tense, the future continuous tense or what is also called the future progressive tense serve to indicate an action that occurs at a certain time. This English tense focuses on the future as well as action that will definitely happen in the near future in the future. The English tense formula used to form the future continuous tense or future progressive tense is as follows: subject plus will plus be plus verb ing. Sinyal word tomorrow morning, in 1 year. Jadi, tense ini berfungsi untuk menunjukkan suatu tindakan yang terjadi di waktu tertentu. Tenses ini berfokus pada masa yang akan datang dan juga tindakan yang pasti akan terjadi dalam waktu dekat di masa depan. Rumusnya subject plus will plus be plus verb ing. Suatu kata yang menandakan bahwa kalimat tersebut merupakan kalimat future continuous tense yaitu tomorrow morning and in 1 year. The example is positive sentence. I will be leaving for Jakarta tonight. Negative sentence. I won't be leaving for Jakarta tonight. Interrogative sentence. Will you be leaving for Jakarta tonight? Answer with yes, I will, or no, I will not. 11. Future perfect tense. According to its function, this future perfect tense can be used to express that an activity will be completed at some point in time in the future. In essence, this English tense emphasizes an action that will end at a certain time in the future. The English tense formula used to form the future perfect tense is as follows: subject plus will plus have plus verb 3, signal word by next Monday in a week. Jadi, menurut fungsinya, future perfect tense ini dapat digunakan untuk mengungkapkan bahwa suatu aktivitas sudah akan selesai pada suatu titik waktu di masa yang akan datang. Intinya, tenses bahasa Inggris yang satu ini menekankan pada tindakan yang berakhir pada waktu tertentu di masa depan. Rumusnya, subject plus will plus have plus verb 3. Suatu kata yang menandakan bahwa kalimat tersebut merupakan kalimat future perfect tense, yaitu by next Monday and in a week. The example is positive sentence. My mother will have booked the ticket by next week. Negative sentence. My mother will not have booked the ticket by next week. Interrogative sentence. Will my mother have booked the ticket by next week? Answer with yes she will or no she will not. 12. Future perfect continuous tense. Basically, all types of perfect continuous tense are almost the same concept. Now, for the future perfect continuous tense, or what is often called the future perfect progressive tense, this tense is used to express that an action will have been going on for a long time at a certain point in time in the future. In essence, the future perfect continuous tense is a series of actions that occur before a certain time in the future. The English tense formula used to form the perfect continuous tense or future perfect progressive tense is as follows: subject plus will plus have plus been plus verb ing, signal word for the last couple of hours all day long. Intinya, future perfect continuous tense ini merupakan serangkaian tindakan yang terjadi sebelum waktu tertentu di masa yang akan datang. Rumusnya, subject plus will plus have plus been plus verb ing. Suatu kata yang menandakan bahwa kalimat tersebut merupakan kalimat future perfect continuous tense, yaitu for the last couple of hours and all day long. The example is positive sentence. My little sister will have been sleeping for 2 hours by the time you arrive at my house. Negative sentence. My little sister will not have been sleeping for 2 hours by the time you arrive at my house. Interrogative sentence. Will my little sister have been sleeping for 2 hours by the time you arrive at my house? Answer with yes she will or no she will not. 13. Simple past future tense. In essence, the simple past future tense is used for indirect sentence where there is a change in form to adjust to the existential of events. So, if it is concluded, this simple past future tense states an action that will be carried out, makes prediction, and make promises in the future while in the past. The English tense formula used to form the simple past future tense is as follows: subject plus will plus verb 1, subject plus was or were plus going to plus verb. Jadi, jika diambil kesimpulannya, simple past future tenses ini menyatakan suatu tindakan yang akan dilakukan, membuat prediksi, dan membuat janji di masa depan saat berada di masa lalu. Rumusnya, subject plus will plus verb 1, subject plus was or were plus going to plus verb. The example is positive sentence. She thought that I would give the book to you. Negative sentence. She thought that I would not give the book to you. Interrogative sentence. Would she thought that I give the book to you? Answer with yes she would or no she would not. 14. Past future continuous tense. Past future continuous tense are also called past future future progressive tense is a form of verb to express an imaginary situation or action that is taking place if the indirect condition is met. That is, the past future continuous tense emphasizes a series or duration of an action that occurs and can also be used for indirect sentence. The English tense formula used to form the past future continuous tense or past future progressive tense is as follows: subject plus shall or would plus be plus verb ing. Artinya, past future continuous tense ini menekankan pada serangkaian atau durasi suatu tindakan yang terjadi dan juga bisa digunakan untuk kalimat tidak langsung. Rumusnya, subject plus should or would plus be plus verb ing. The example is positive sentence, she should be learning French. Negative sentence, she should not be learning French. Interrogative sentence, should she be learning French? Answer with yes she should or no she should not. 15th, past future perfect tense. In concept, the past future perfect tense can be used to talk about an action that didn't happen in the past. However, there are 3 times that could have happened in the past where it refers to a future times, a certain time in the past, but the action that happened must have been completed before the future times. Usually, the past future perfect tense is used in indirect sentence. The English tense formula used to form the past future perfect tense is as follows: subject plus should or could or will have or verb 3. Pada konsepnya, past future perfect tenses ini bisa digunakan untuk membicarakan suatu tindakan yang tidak terjadi di masa lalu. Namun ada 3 waktu yang bisa terjadi di masa lalu, di mana hal itu merujuk pada waktu yang akan datang, waktu tertentu di masa lalu, tetapi tindakan yang terjadi harus sudah selesai sebelum waktu yang akan datang. Biasanya, past future perfect tenses ini digunakan pada kalimat tidak langsung. Rumusnya, subject plus should or could or would have plus verb 3. The example is positive sentence, we would have come if you had been busy. Negative sentence, we would not have come if you had been busy. Interrogative sentence, would we have come if you had been busy? Answer with yes I would or no I would not. 16th, past future perfect continuous tense. Most people admit that the past future perfect continuous tense or past future perfect progressive tense is one of the most difficult types of English tense. Yes, but that doesn't mean it's incomprehensible. In concept, the past future perfect continuous tense is one form of the verb to explain an imaginary action or situation that was taking place at a certain point or during a certain period in the past. That is, the speaker is talking about an imaginary situation in which the situation is not real or just wishful thinking. The English tense formula used to form the past future perfect continuous tense or past future perfect progressive tense is as follows: subject plus should or could or would have plus been plus verb ing. Tenses ini adalah salah satu bentuk kata kerja untuk menyatakan sebuah tindakan atau situasi imajiner sedang berlangsung pada titik tertentu atau selama periode tertentu di masa lampau. Artinya, si pembicara sedang membicarakan situasi secara imajiner yang mana keadaan tersebut tidak nyata atau hanya angan-angan. Rumusnya, subject plus should or could or would have plus been plus verb ing. The example is positive sentence. If you had taken your brother to the bookstore, he would have been playing games for 2 hours by 5 p.m. yesterday. Negative sentence. If you had taken your brother to the bookstore, he would not have been playing game for 2 hours by 5 p.m. yesterday. Interrogative sentence. Would you have taken your brother to the bookstore? He have been playing games for 2 hours by 5 p.m. yesterday. Answer with yes I will or no I will not. Kesimpulannya, begitulah 16 tenses bahasa Inggris yang bisa kita pelajari bersama. Layaknya pembelajaran semua ilmu, tenses bahasa Inggris pun perlu proses. Metode pembelajaran paling efektif untuk mempelajari 16 tenses bahasa Inggris ini adalah selain menghafal dan memahaminya secara bertahap, terapkan juga dalam kehidupan sehari-hari. Selain itu, ketahui pula aturan-aturan dalam menggunakan tenses. Kemampuan berbahasa atau layaknya pisau akan sebuah baik dan tajam semakin sering diasah. Sebaliknya, jika tidak pernah dipakai, maka akan tumpul dan berkarat.